Hey, I'm Grady, and I'm about to clock in at St. George Pawn and Jewelry. Let's go do this. Troy!
Grady, good morning, buddy. How you doing? Hey.
Oh, man.
You're a bit late today, but it's all good. Let's get going.
What? That's not a great way to start things, but you know, that's what I do.
Good seeing you. We got some work to do, bud.
The floor, because I'm here, is spectacular.
Hey, I found this old guitar in my stuff that was out in the garage, and I don't play guitar. I just want to get an idea of what it's worth.
Well, let me see.
Can you give me an idea?
Okay, so this is a Dean. Now, Dean was made famous by Dimebag Darrell of Pantera.
Oh.
Now, this is a thrash guitar, so a lot of heavy metal, like Pantera and these crazy metal bands use this. These are great guitars. You can see the hardware is top notch. It's a maple neck. It's a beautiful piece. You know, it's probably worth $300, but I'll give you $5 for it. How about that?
Sounds
Well,
like
Grady,
hey,
come on.
It sounds like Troy trained you.
It sounds like it's a nice guitar, and you gave him a price, but we really need to be fair on this.
We need to be fair.
So I'm going to offer you $100. What do you think about that?
$100? Yeah, I mean, I thought it was worth
Deal.
about 10 bucks.
Come on over here.
I've never seen a gun collection like this. It looks unique. What's the deal?
You know, I deal with a lot of collections. I buy lots of guns from older people.
Right.
I mean, I have a lot of really cool things up here, some old revolvers. I have these Japanese swords. This one is actually World War II, sat on the peace table, sat on the table when they did the peace deal.
That's amazing.
So I have that here as you walk down this way.
Wow.
I have some old ammunition.
Oh my God.
Old ammunition, which is vintage. I have some old Colts, some flintlocks, Winchesters, a Civil War gun.
Civil War.
A Colt National Match, and I'm buying and selling these guns all the time.
You will not see a gun collection like this anywhere in southern Utah. I guarantee it. It's amazing. Just come check this out.
Hi, Troy, you need to take
Mom.
the garbage out.
She's the real boss. Grady, you take the garbage out. Grady, did you take out the trash? Where you at?
What trash? Oh. There's no trash here.
Looking good, Grady.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, St. George Pawn and Jewelry has been such a great experience. First of all, it is so interesting here. Everywhere you look, it's some sort of history or interesting piece of toys or guns or clothing, or it's just like a step into our past and our history. And I love it. It's just hard to work because there's so many interesting things here.
Well, first of all, Grady's a great guy. I've known him for a little while. I know what he does for the city and St. George, but he was late. So the first thing is Grady was late. He worked really hard though. Cleaned the floor, cleaned the glass, took out the garbage, dressed up a little bit, and he helped me with some customers. So he did really well. Grady's a great guy. So.
And let me tell you, Troy, the reason why I was late, there was an electric Harley out front that I had to ride. And that's why I'm late. I mean, it's your fault, okay? So don't blame me for being late. Quit having so much cool stuff, Troy.
One of the things that I like to do is buy things that have interest to me. And it seems that Grady has some of the same type of interest, but antique things, vintage things, things from the wars, Civil War, old Western stuff, military stuff, anything that has a little bit of history to it is really my passion.
To actually hold a sword that was on the table at the peace talks in World War II is quite the experience that's not to be missed. There's also guns that Butch Cassidy might have had. There's real history here, and vintage guns are so cool, and you just got to come check it out yourself. I love guitars, and he has a great selection of guitars, so it was so cool to have somebody bring in a Dean guitar. And I got to look at it, and I got to analyze it and estimate how much it's worth, and it was so cool. I love that part of it. That's my favorite part.
One of the greatest things about living in this community is I only charge 10% on loans. Other pawn shops charge up to 40%. So say, for instance, you borrow $200 from me, you're gonna pay back $20. You borrow $200 from another pawn shop, you're gonna pay back $40. That's a great savings. So coming here towards Christmas, if you need some cash, come see me.
I I would work here for free any day. But of course, he'd have to give me some money on a loan because I wouldn't be making any money working for free. Thank goodness their loans are just 10%, because that will go a long way with me working for free.
And would you hire Grady again?
You know, Grady's great, and for part-time, possibly, but he really needs to continue looking for a job.
Troy, it's been a pleasure.
You know what, Grady, you did a great job, and
I mean, it was.
you know what? I'll call you. Have a good one.
St. George Pawn and Jewelry is the place to go. St. George Pawn and Jewelry on Sunset Road. Troy will hook you up with a good deal for you at St. George Pawn and Jewelry.